That's pretty common in Japan.
Really? Well, okay, so this is the 2-year-old Cure program, and this is our second shooting. And for today, I only have one question or one thing that I want to delve into with you. Which is, and you can hold your hand up to test for this, actually, so we can see your hand. And I want to ask you, has my behavior, what's your daughter's name again?
Chihana.
Chihana. Do me a favor and write that in your private message or wherever, or if I can just find it on your Facebook wall, Chihana, so that, because I'll have the spelling then, okay?
Yeah, she's, her stuff is all on my Facebook page, so if you have a look, you can find her.
Okay, okay, great. Well, anyway, has my behavior with Chihana changed since our meeting 2 days ago?
Can you repeat that one more time? It cut out just a little tiny bit.
Okay. Has my behavior, since we had our first meeting of for the you know, the mom's 2-year-old Cure program, and we did some work last time, has my behavior with Chihana changed?
My behavior to her?
Yes,
or
with her, to her, yeah.
With her. Has my behavior changed?
Just no is fine. We're just asking here, okay? So if you don't, so that's a no, right?
That's a no.
Okay. Has my connection, my intuitive or psychic connection with her increased?
That's a no, but I think that's basically because it was already pretty strong.
I think that's true. That I noticed that about you and her. And what I want you to do now is link your etheric body with her etheric body right now. And just give me a signal when you got that. We'll see your finger move.
Well, I kind of got goosebumps, so I think that's...
That's a signal.
That's a signal.
Now keep going with it. Increase this etheric body connection.
Okay.
And when you get a finger move, okay. Now, was that your finger or Chihana's?
That was mine.
Okay. Now, here's another one to test. Has Chihana's behavior with me changed since our last meeting 2 days ago? Now we're talking about behavior here, not psychic connection.
Behavior.
Is there a subtle or any kind of the most minutest change in her behavior since our first?
Yeah, I got a yes from her finger.
So you get a yes from her. So she's getting more out of this than you.
Yeah, well, she has been very...
That was supposed to be a joke, but...
Like huggy, like really touchy. Like she wants a lot more hugs and a lot like rubbing her head. And she's more physical.
You know what?
She's been much more physical.
That's a very good sign, because what it means is that she is... see, people have trouble asking for hugs. So, we'll test, is that what she always wanted?
Yes.
Yes, and you know, like, they take that into adulthood. They, you know, people are adults and they want a hug and they can't ask. And they don't even know they want, they become switched. At some point they don't know they want it.
Yeah.
That's what switching is, you know. You originally wanted your mother to hug you, and then, you know, that's turned into, you know, being a crack hoe. You know, that's what it turns in, you know, that's what it turns into. It's the people...
Well, that's right. That's why free hugs and stuff like that is really important, right? So.
People switch hundreds of times throughout their lives as they feel like they can't have what they want, so they start wanting something else. And it's just this down spiral. So this is what the 2-year-old Cure program is about. It's about changing that to an up spiral.
Yes.
So hand up, Let's. Is the spiral rising?
Is the spiral? Yeah.
Tess, was it rising before we started on the Cure program?
Say that one more time.
Was it rising before we started the Cure program?
Yes.
I have the horrible suspicion that it's only people that don't need these things that do them. You know, that the people who need them are incapable of doing that. We're not going to see a lot of people in the Cure program who aren't very intuitive and they can't do it, and they just won't give it to themselves.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking about yesterday, about people just like, it's like they can't even perceive it. It just doesn't register in their senses.
Well, it's like people with terminal cancer won't stop smoking or change their diet.
Don't get me talking on smoking. Oh my God.
Do you know that Ross quit smoking?
I'm glad that she did. Well, I quit many years ago as well. I smoked for 15 years. And now I've been quit for over 10, so, that's one of my callings in life, I think, is dealing with the tobacco issue on this planet.
Well, you know what? Here, Ross, we can have a smoking cure program because
Yes.
Ross quit smoking with this. This is why she quit smoking.
Good.
Never ever, and also she was doing this for 3 years and she was still smoking. That's how hard it is to stop it. And it's only because we created an informal cure program about smoking that she was able to stop, and she's been stopped for about 3 months. And you and I should, on Saturday, we should see if we can get Ross on. Would you write to her? We just write to Ross on Facebook and ask her to do a cure program with you and me about smoking for everybody, because this is part of your mission. I was going to say to you that you stand for cure, Mel.
Because that's one of my current plans right now, is to start a seminar for quitting smoking using EFT, because that's what I'm the most familiar with, and I'm certified to teach and that kind of stuff.
You stand for smoking, for quitting smoking. You also, yes. Do you know what it is to stand for cure?
Well, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. So.
Well, here, put your finger up and just test. Let's stop the writing. And do I stand for cure?
Do I stand for cure? Yes.
Okay, so you stand for cure, whatever that is, and if you study your behavior, you'll see what that is. All your powerful, assertive behaviors that cause you to broadcast and talk and say things and open your mouth, and all of that is standing for cure. Making these movies is standing for cure. Writing on Facebook. And by the way, I see, how you try to keep going to my Facebook wall and sharing the things that I post.
Well, sure.
And other people are posting there, and you should read the things that I share things that other people share. Like I shared what you shared about your meeting. I shared that on my Facebook wall with all my Facebook friends. And you should read what they're writing, later, and share some of those things. You'll find them on my Facebook wall, and just take me out when it gives you the option of removing me. So it comes from you're sharing Ross's post or you're sharing Greg's post, you see? So it should just have 2 names on it, because people won't read it at all if it has 3 names. That's why you should take me off, because then they won't know who it's from. Because they won't read it. If they see too much stuff, they don't read it. You're that way too, right?
Facebook for me is also intuitive. I just, I scan through, and if something piques my interest, I go in and I look at it.
Have you been testing? Have you been getting finger signals on what to do in Facebook?
No.
Do it. Run your finger down my screen today, and where your finger moves, stop. Test down my Facebook wall. Okay. So we have done our work for the Mom's Cure program today.
Checking out the connection.
Yeah, just checking out the connection, and the Cure program is working. She's changing. And now let's see if you change. And, you know, maybe you don't need to, or maybe you're just not ready to, and we'll just keep pounding away and see if it happens. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Life is an adventure, you know, right?
Life is a journey. That's what my tattoo means.
Wait, let me put it in this.
It's a compass rose.
Okay.
So north, south, east, west.
Lower your arm just a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
I can't. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it
Fair.
reminds me, life is a journey, not a destination. So which way are we going to go today?
You know, it's funny because Franny put that on our wall years ago. You know, it's interesting, isn't it, that Franny's our leader.